Brittney, why don't crabs give to charity?
I don't know. Why, Art?
They're shellfish.
I'm not supposed to laugh. Okay. Shh, cut. Hey, Art.
Yes.
I don't trust stairs
Why?
because they're always up to something.
It's true.
Very true.
All right, Brittney, why did tomato turn red?
He was embarrassed.
Yeah, he saw the salad dressing. Doo-doo-doo. There.
They're not even funny.
That's why they're dead jokes. Hey everybody, welcome to the next episode of the Loveland Exchange. Glad everyone's here. Hope you enjoy the show, the podcast, whatever we call this thing. But today, super excited because I got a lot of questions, but we have Brittney Frietch here with us with BF Realty, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, thanks
That's
for
right.
being here.
Yeah,
So did you find the place okay?
kind of.
Kind of? Okay, good.
I had a
Perfect.
handsome fella in the parking lot waving me down, so I think I got it.
Oh, that helps. There's good. Good. All right. So let's get right to it. Okay. So you've been in the real estate business for how long?
8 years.
8 years, and you've had your own storefront for
5.
For 5 years. Now I will tell you a quick story. I do remember sitting in the front window at Tana's having a lovely lunch, and there was like a 6 to 8 foot picture of you on the front window of the storefront, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's how I got to know who Brittney Frietch was.
Good. Yeah, our marketing team was just right on that.
Yeah,
I had no
I'm
idea.
gonna take a wild guess at who did that.
Yeah, wild guess.
Yeah.
Have you driven by the office today yet, Britt? No. You should.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, no, I shouldn't.
See if you notice anything. That's right. No,
Anything different.
actually, no such thing as bad marketing, right? No? All
all
right,
good.
gotcha. Good. So here's the softball question. Why did you get into real estate? Number one, right? And why around here? I know there is another office now, but you started off in the Loveland area, and you're big in the Loveland area. So why'd you do it?
Yeah. Well, I'm just really good at real estate.
All right, there you go.
That's it. No, I have done real estate my entire adult life, licensed for 8 years, but I bought my first house when I was 19 years old and bought and sold every 2 to 3 years since then, flipped some, had some rentals, and I was just really good at it. I had the great fortune of staying home with my kids for about a decade and, had my degree, and by the time I was ready to do something, it's like, am I gonna climb the corporate ladder and water some flowers for somebody, or what are we gonna do? And Drew's idea said, you should give real estate a try.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
So we're blaming this on Drew.
For sure.
No, okay, sorry, Drew. Sorry, Drew. You're right. There comes the bus.
Here it is. Yeah, and we'll back it up a couple times too.
That's
No worries.
right, nice.
Make sure
Right.
we got that note
No, I
down.
meant Drew. Drew's amazing. He's a good guy. We're not going
He
to
is.
pick on him too
I
much.
keep him around.
We'll pick on him, but not too much.
Not too much.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Loveland, when we moved from Northern Kentucky to Ohio, we landed in Loveland 15 years ago, and it's where we planted our roots, and our kids have been raised here. They call Loveland home, and so why not?
Yeah, definitely. Good. So I'll skip a question here. Let's segue to that.
Sure.
So you got the kids and everything. This is a family business.
Oh, yeah.
Number one, it was, as far as I know, you and maybe one other person to start with.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And then Drew made the leap, right? Which is fantastic. And now I know your son, one son's in
Yes.
the business, and then a daughter is kind of
Interning
co-oping,
formally.
kind of. Yeah, right? Because she's still in high school. is
Yeah,
that
she's a
correct?
junior.
So she's doing the whole pathway thing, or
Yes.
whatever you call that.
Yep.
Good. Fantastic. As a business owner that has the 2 employees also have the same last name, I love it. So tell me about that. Was it like working with your family?
Yeah, you got to like each other a whole lot, that's for sure.
Good point.
Yeah, being a small business owner, you create an opportunity for your family that they can either jump into or go do their own path. And lucky enough, our son wanted to jump right into it, and he's doing great. And our daughter, she's like, hey, she's been interning since, I don't know, she was 8.
Right?
But
Yeah.
formally,
It's now called interning.
yeah, now we have a title, and she's getting college credit for it.
There you go. Good.
Yeah, so I mean, it's difficult because you have to take the role of mom and broker and all the in-betweens. And sometimes our admin, she's part of our family, really. Beth, I've known her for 10 years or so. And she's like, now, Brittney, would you say that to one of your agents when I'm like correcting Brayden?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, maybe.
Right, I might. I just might.
Yeah.
That's right. My filter's not that good. Yeah, right. Exactly. No, that's
Yeah,
good.
no, but it's great. It's a wonderful blessing, and I feel very fortunate that they think I'm cool enough to want to do this with us.
Yeah. Well, and they like what you do. I mean, that's, you try and build something, right?
Yes.
And you hope they come.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Build it and they will come.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Definite maybe. Definite maybe. No, I'm with you there. So good. Interesting times in the last 5 years. So let's go with what's the hardest. So you said mom and real estate agent, but mom, wife, real estate agent, business owner.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot. So what's been the hardest thing for you? Let's just say in the last 5 years. And we'll save COVID for another time. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, it's blurred lines. When you're in real estate, you are real estate. Like, it's not like you go to work and you do real estate and then you come home and then you don't do real estate anymore. It is just this ambiguous thing, and it's just fluid. It is a part of your family life. It's a part of when you get home. It's a part of your all nights, all weekends, all day long. So that's probably the hardest part, is because you can never turn it off, even if you're at lunch or dinner. You got to kind of drive far, far away to take it off and go to lunch,
Right.
which is such a blessing. I'm not complaining, but kind of.
I'm not complaining.
Not
but yes, I
complaining at
am.
all. Yeah, it's an all-encompassing industry, because when the house is listed, you got to go. When the client calls, you're at their beck and call, and usually they work 9 to 5. So you start 5 to 10
Right.
in weekends.
Oh, you done at 10? Oh, that's good. I might want to be a real estate agent. I didn't know you get done at 10. But
Oh, yeah. No, I shut it down. I'm like, listen, if it expires at midnight, we're out.
Yeah, it's funny. You always say, like, we sit at the table and we talk finance, right? My poor wife is a teacher, right? She's got to be like, I've had enough talk about finance right now, right? But no, you probably have to ask some rules. So, I mean, the real estate market, I'm going to use the word interesting for the last few years. I mean, it's definitely been a seller's market for at least the last 3 years, right?
Yep.
Getting better.
We're swinging into a healthy economy.
We're swinging into? Okay.
Yeah,
all
we're
right.
swinging right into a balanced market.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
really? No
so
kidding.
we have seen since about mid-July to today, it has been a way more balanced than it has been for the last 4.5 years.
Okay, that's
which
good.
is not good, bad, or indifferent. It's just healthy. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I do notice that the houses have been on the market just a little bit longer, and there may be a price decrease here and there, which was like, oh, that's new.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So why do you think that is? Why, we're in the U.S. economy has been good.
Yep.
Right. Interest rates are trying to work their way down here.
They're still great though.
Well, I know. Well, you're talking to the guy whose parents had a 16% loan, right? Yeah, but I had a 10% passbook savings, so I was okay with that. But no, it's the economy's good, actually maybe even better than good, and we got some interesting things going on. Interest rates, we've cut rates twice here now, and we'll see about December. That doesn't necessarily mean mortgage rates drop immediately, but. So what do you think the reasoning is that it's becoming more balanced?
Yeah, the state of the country, not necessarily the economy, stock market, or things like that, but fearful things that have happened. Fear freezes people, makes people think twice before making a move in any way, shape, or form. Inflation, I know everybody's sick of hearing that, but people are more cognizant about where they're spending their money now. So they're thinking twice before, just jumping and giving away their firstborn and a free year of Chick-fil-A to get a house these days.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it was a thing.
Ah, I missed it. Missed it
Yeah,
again.
that ship has sailed, that bus has passed. Uh-huh.
Okay.
But fear will freeze people and make people think twice. And so we have had some things as of recent that would make people do that. A lot of headlines have made people fearful. And then everything is expensive these days. So they're being more cognizant of where they're spending their money and thinking twice of maintenance, inspections. Like, okay, am I willing to spend this, but then I'm going to have to put a $20,000 roof on in the next, 3 years? Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. So we're seeing buyers are slower to move. Interest rates definitely hesitant. I think if they drop back to 2%, we will be right back to the crazy town.
Yeah, let me know when that happens.
Yeah, and those were artificial, government inflicted. I don't think they're ever coming back, unless we have a pandemic again. But that is kind of what I'm seeing in and around the industry on why things have kind of started to slow from that crazy seller's market, swinging into a balanced market.
So if I want to sell my house, I might have to let them actually do like an inspection and all
Yeah,
that stuff?
yeah. And
That's
they might,
crazy.
ready, it's going to get even crazier. They might even be contingent.
What? Oh my
They're back.
goodness. No more escalating $50,000 above asking price.
Contingencies are back.
Yeah.
And it's like 5, right? Like they're contingent here and then they're also contingent and then they're contingent. And it's like, when does it end? So you got like 5 dominoes in a row and you're just hoping all the lenders, title companies, inspections, appraisals, and everything goes great.
Very nice. Exactly. All right. So let's talk about Loveland.
Sure.
But one, I wanted you to talk just a little bit about the Loveland market,
Yeah.
because this is kind of, I think it's called the Loveland Exchange. So we'll go with Loveland things. But yeah, I mean, how's things in Loveland?
We're a little bit more sheltered in Loveland than other areas.
Yeah.
So we have not been as hit as hard in 45140 as like other areas have been. It's still up and coming, if you can believe that. Everybody's starting to figure out little downtown Loveland, the schools, everything's great, and people are still wanting to move in. But days on market still have picked up. Even if you have a great house, it's move-in ready, we price it right, and marketing's on point, you might not go in your first weekend. So, but you're also not going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road trying to get your Loveland house sold. But yeah, Loveland is more shielded than some of the other areas we're seeing in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky as well.
I'll say it. I always say it. And Loveland's a great place to live.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
great place. Yeah. We moved here 28 years ago.
Oh, and you've never
27.
left
No,
because you
that's
love
right.
it that much.
That's right. They tried to kick me out too, and I'm still here. But it's the smartest thing we ever did. I say that all the time. It really was. So, and again, I moved 10 minutes away from where I grew up. Okay, so I'm a typical Cincinnatian. But one of the reasons we moved here and not maybe Mason or something like that was, I use the phrase landlocked. Yeah, wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, it's amazing to me where they're able to punch in a neighborhood, okay? And clearly, they're punching them in and people are buying them quick.
Absolutely.
Right? So, I think that bodes well for our little town. So, but yeah, so
You
yeah,
would
it's
be
good.
right.
So you also opened up a office in Northern Kentucky, correct?
Yep.
How's that going?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
slower moving because we don't live there, right? Our kids aren't in the schools there, so we expect it to be slower moving, but it's going great.
Good.
Yeah, our office is gorgeous. I wish I could do that in Loveland, but I can't. I'm sorry.
No?
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
Okay. We'll have to come visit sometime.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll let you buy me lunch.
it's my favorite place.
At Chick-fil-A. Now my stomach's grumbling again. Jeez. All we talked about today is food.
Food?
Food, yeah.
Great.
So yeah, exactly.
Somebody brought
exactly.
lunch, right? Placing
Yeah, there
orders?
There
No?
might be some lunch floating around here. That's right. So good. So community stuff. I mean, that's one thing that I tend to notice when people are doing a lot of stuff in the community, and not
Yeah,
only are
because
you
you
doing
do
it,
a lot of stuff in the community.
I throw something out here every once in a while. But, so not only, I may or may not be a graduate of Sycamore schools.
Okay.
So not only do I see you guys operating in Loveland, I see you operating in the Sycamore schools too.
Yeah.
So why?
We kind of go where our market takes us. So we shotgun where we live, work, play, and our kids are being raised, but word of mouth also spreads because that's what our entire business is built off of. In 2025, we don't buy leads, which is shocking, I know, but we never have, and I never will because I firmly believe in word of mouth and great experiences. And so wherever that takes you, and then you start realizing, okay, more and more is happening over here, let's start investing into the things that are important to this crew that's, supporting our business. Yeah. So that's
Gotcha.
kind of how we decide where those monies and sponsorships and community involvement goes.
Good. Yeah, I mean, I love the word of mouth thing. I guess what, you get clients and things like that, word of mouth, great service, great communication. Guess what? You don't have to go find new clients, especially in my business, right? So the question is, my clients I'm talking to a lot, and I'm doing things for them a lot on a
Yes.
year, day, weekly, and things like that. But, you have a person that comes to you and wants to sell a house or buy a house or something like that. They're not going to buy another house 2 months from now, right?
Right.
So how do you maintain those relationships?
You want to give
with
away
those
all my
people?
secrets?
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
Art.
yeah.
Like,
We'll cut it out, but go ahead and tell me what the answer is. I might use
Chris
it.
already knows. He's under an NDA. No, so this is, God, I don't know how to edit this or say it without making it sound terrible and you making a horrible dad joke about it, but we touch our people. We're all about touching our people.
Why would I make a joke about that?
We got our hands all over them all the time. So we stay in touch with our folks all the time. So when you see us supporting things in Sycamore and Loveland, it's usually because those clients had a great experience. They're like, you know what, these are great people. I wonder if they'd be interested in sponsoring Sally Sue's walkathon at wherever. And so they think of us for their painters, for hairdressers, we're kind of their go-to shop. And so they are talking to us throughout, but then once the transaction's done, it's a lot of talking and then it's a lot of not talking until they need something. Mm-hmm. But we're there for any need, not just when they're ready to buy or sell. And we love on them, like in the way that would feel special to them, their kids, their families, whatever. We kind of get to know them through the transactional side and what's important to them. Yeah. And then we make a lot of notes and a wonderful CRM.
There you go. Yeah.
So we don't forget.
Yeah, that's why my technology department is standing back there, right? So yeah, that's right, the old CRM. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
So I'm a young person, relatively. So I mean, like, I'm looking at buying my first house.
Yeah.
I come to you and say, hey, Brittney, I'm going to buy a house, okay? And I got a general idea of what I want, but I don't know what size, I don't know where, I don't know what, right?
Yep.
How do you guide that person that's looking for their first house?
Yeah, we have a really in-depth meeting. First and foremost, because we have to set expectations. What are your expectations of how this is going to go? And let me tell you how it's really going to go.
Okay, right.
And the going joke is, and I mean this in all sincerity because it is funny, but it is true, buyers are liars. Buyers think that they know, or even if they don't know, they'll say, this is priority, this is priority, this is priority, and they buy the complete opposite. Yeah. And you're like, hey, remember when you wanted that 1 acre lot and we're on a third of an acre in a neighborhood? Remember that? So we have to really diagnose, I'll call it. We diagnose their life. Where do you work? What's your lifestyle? Where do you go to church? Where do you shop? What do you like to do? Tell me about yourself. And then we can kind of read between the lines of what they're telling us and go through and laugh at the end of the day because what they thought they were going to get is totally not what they got, but they're happy.
Because you showed them something that they didn't know existed. They're like, oh.
Bingo.
Right?
Yeah, who knew that this is actually what I wanted? Well, it's because I've listened to your life story and I've kind of backtracked into that to figure out what's going to work best.
That's why we go to Homerama and do all the shows at the convention center.
Yes.
Because I get to see all those things that I can't afford, right? So yeah, it's good.
Yeah. The other thing I'd say, sellers. So you ask about first-time home buyers. If a buyer comes and says, hey, I want to buy a house, specifically to Loveland or anywhere really, how to kind of handle that and get them in a great situation. Well, sellers right now, because we talked about it earlier, it's been a seller's market for a number of years. And guess what? It's not so much so anymore. And so we are having, the struggle bus, but again, we set expectations. We have that first meeting. What are your expectations of this? This is the reality of where we're at. Does it make sense to you in your life right now? Because you don't move. You don't try to time up the market. It's impossible to do that. You just move with the most information and education you have and when life needs you to move. So if you're sick of 3 kids sharing 1 bathroom, it's time to go. We're not waiting for interest rates to drop to 4% because you'll be sharing 1 bathroom for the next 18 years, possibly.
At least.
Yeah. So, right now we're having a lot of conversations with our sellers, and not just Loveland specific, but because their neighbors, friends, cousins sold, 2 springs ago, and they got multiple offers and 40,000 over list, and that's the expectation that they have in this new balanced market. And so we have had this conversation about there's monopoly money that we're talking about, and then there's actual money that buyers have in bags in the front yard. Yeah. So we need to come around to what your expectations of the pretend money is that doesn't exist except for in your head, and then come back to a little bit of this is the reality of the situation, your personal situation, the market right now, and kind of, again, set those expectations. But at the end of the day, we're still successfully closing houses, and the sellers are happy at the end of the day. Yeah, did they think they were going to get more? They're just like, well, we missed it. I'm like, you did. It's gone.
It's right. Just like I missed Chick-fil-A. Okay. But I mean, and that's perfect. You're managing expectations, right? And here, we're all victims of social media and the news and things like that. So yeah, some of those things that may not be true anymore are still kind of being perpetuated, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's an absolutely great answer. So let me hit you with this last one. So 5 years ago, storefront, you and maybe one other agent on that day, right?
Me and Drew.
Oh, it was you and Drew.
It was me and Drew didn't even have his license.
Really?
So it was just me.
Okay. I'm going to go with Drew wasn't selling real estate without an agent. But But how many agents do you have now? Total?
20-ish.
20-ish, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good growth.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there was an award in there for fastest grower or one of the
Yeah.
top growers in the area, right? Yeah. So yeah, good for you.
Thank you.
So what does BF Realty look like 5 years from now?
Wherever God's taking it, I'm on board.
It's a good answer. Where you want it to be. If God asked you where you wanted it to be, what would you say?
Whatever his will is, I'm taking it there. Listen, I'm a hard one. It's a hard one. I've been asked this before.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a vision of having like 300 agents. Like, I don't have this vision of having 38 locations. Like, I do want to do the Lord's work, like, with what I do. And if that's his will for me to have 300 agents, I'll do it. Do I want to? I'm legally responsible for all these people. Like,
Yeah.
how do you make sure 300 people are doing it right, and not getting you in trouble?
A heck of a compliance department.
Oh,
that's right.
yeah, and that's not fun. I'm like, let's
No.
just train you up and make sure you know. Because I do want it to remain boutique, white glove service. Like, I want people to call in and they can get in touch with any of our agents and expect the same standard and level of customized services versus watering anything down just to throw numbers against a wall. Because that makes no sense to me. It's just then it takes away what's special about what we have, and we're just like all the big bots brand. I might as well buy a franchise.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I love what you said. You
Wonderful.
saw this, right?
I did. well, Jesus.
Pocket Jesus.
I'm here for it. I've left those around town before.
Yeah,
I
I
have.
know, it's kind of fun. But, yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. Huge. I'm glad you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no, it's our pleasure for sure. It's, one, I did really want to kind of have a real estate market review.
Yes.
Because my impression was it felt different. So, not that I'm going anywhere. No matter
Right.
how hard they try, I'm not going anywhere.
No, you're going to move to Magnolia Springs, 10 minutes up the street.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah, okay. I'm not moving anywhere. I got a 3% mortgage.
I'm kidding.
But no, so yeah, again, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And again, huge appreciation. Again, this is a Loveland show, and we're promoting Loveland stuff and things like that. But huge appreciation for all the things that you do and you and your team do around Loveland. It does not go unnoticed. So thank you for all that. And 110% wish you nothing but the best here in the coming years. And I'll check back with you and see where you're at in 5 years. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds great.
All right.
Let's do
perfect.
it.
All right, Miss Brittney, this is actually, believe it or not, we do some strange things, but this might be one of them here. But, it is a little bit of a finance show, believe it or not. So what's going to happen is Jungle Gyms has graciously provided us with some, I'll call products here. And they're all very interesting, normally are.
To say the least.
To say the least.
We got Bob
So I'm
Ross.
going to ask you 3 true or false questions. So you got 50-50 shot,
Okay.
right? But you seem to know what's going on financially here. So if you answer correctly, you get to try one, or you can defer. All right? Okay.
Be putting the ball on.
That's right. There you go. So first question: true or false? A stronger dollar is always beneficial for U.S. consumers.
False.
Correct. Well done. Well
okay.
done.
Look
Well
at
done.
me.
So now the world is your oyster. You get to choose.
I get to pick it too.
You get to pick it, and you get to
Okay.
decide whether you want to drink. So if there's something that looks good, you can
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah.
If something looks really bad,
Art, I got to see you try a Care Bear.
well, seems to be a theme today. We went from Japanese anime, is that right, to Care Bear. Hey, I'm comfortable enough with my masculinity to drink Care Bear pop. That's good. So we have Care Bear's Sky Blue Berry Pop, and frankly, that actually sounds pretty good.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. You're all right. Don't care what they say about you. No. All right, here we go.
Oh, it's blue.
Is it?
Yep.
You see it? Oh, it is blue, isn't it?
It's blue.
Well, Care. I don't know.
Your teeth are going to be blue
That's
here
a
soon.
Smurf. It's never mind. I get my characters messed up. All right, Care Bear Sky Blue Berry Pop.
Here
That
we
explains
go.
that. Here we go. Yeah, delicious.
Good.
Very, very sugary. Like
It sounds like
there's a bit of sugar in here. Okay, so there goes my diabetes. But no, that's good. Yeah,
There
I
you
mean
go.
it's easily drinkable. So
It looks like it's sugar.
I
just
mean-
the whole can.
the marketing is not incorrect on this here. So, cheery vibes too. It comes with cheery vibes.
Oh, good. You did look a little more cheery after taking that sip.
I'm just always cheery. Half the time. All right, not bad.
Boom.
Not bad at all. Okay,
Great.
you're 1-0.
Okay.
Well done. Well done. They will get harder. Here, we'll throw an EBITDA question at you.
Oh,
how's that sound?
I just sold the Dairy Whip. I know about EBITDA and multipliers.
I hope so. Here we
Except
go.
not really.
All right. A company can have a positive EBITDA while still losing money.
True.
Correct. Very good.
I told you.
Very good. Why is that? You want to try to
No,
take that?
this is true and
Okay.
false.
Well, here.
I have PTSD.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, EBITDA ignores interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. So that way, in case next time somebody asks you that
There you
question,
go.
you'll have the answer.
Yes.
Once again, the ball's in your court.
Wonderful. What is this? This looks scary. Oh, God. Yeah. I gave him the Care Bear one. What was I thinking? I'm going to try a Bob Ross. I'll try it this
You
time.
want to try it?
I
Okay,
gotcha.
good.
Yeah, we can't break a nail, though. Again, make sure you're getting my good side here. Oh, this is blue, too. Okay. We have Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink, Peruvian Blue Raspberry. Are these all blue? Is this a theme? I like Kentucky Blue, so we'll go with it. It's fine.
Jeez. Well, this show is going so well.
Okay. It probably tastes like the Care Bear. Sweet, not too sugary, actually, but it's sweet. Definitely blue raspberry.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know about the Peruvian, though. Okay, good. Here we go.
Peruvian, they have their own blue raspberry flavor
Apparently,
specifically to them.
except it tastes just like the United States.
Nice. All right, we're going to toughen things up here a little bit. That's too easy for you.
You just hit me with the EBITDA.
What I hit you with?
EBITDA.
yeah.
EBITDA.
EBITDA, but that's all right. Okay, ready? True or false? A yield curve inversion has predicted every U.S. recession since 1950.
False.
This says true, but you're right.
No kidding.
No, most recently.
Oh.
We've had an inverted yield curve for the last 2 or 3 years. And have you had a recession here in the last 2 or 3 years? No, we haven't. 3-0.
Look at
Well
me.
done. Well
okay.
done.
If
Well
you're
done.
hiring, I mean, maybe I'm looking.
Yeah, well, I might replace Austin. There you go. No. All right, again, 3 in a row. World is your oyster.
All right.
You can do whatever you want to do.
We've had 2 delicious ones. We're going to
Yeah.
give this scary yellow one a try, and I want you to
Oh,
let me
you
know
want me to
how
try
it
it,
is.
So, Pirate Dream. Okay. It's
got a skull in
it's
the front.
1 peg. Pirate Dream. Ocean Blue Raspberry Energy Drink.
So they are all blue?
There is a theme.
There is. Oh, yeah, that's a blue, too.
All right, so the next 3 episodes are going to have me and blue lips. That's fine.
Yep, they're all
So
blue.
they get credit. They're filled to the top. So there's no, what's that called? Shrinkflation or something like that? What's that called? All right, once again, Ocean Blue Raspberry Energy Drink. So not only sugar, but something else in there to a little extra kick. Tastes vaguely familiar.
Thank you for not giving me grasshoppers and grass and dirt.
Yeah,
we will take the blue raspberry.
Or could you guess what that character is from?
What, the character?
Or what's his name?
Oh, yeah, it's another. Oh, no. Well, hold on. I'm going to call him 1 peg.
So the anime is called One Piece.
Oh, that's a. Boy, that does not look like Piece. Yeah, so it is 1 Piece.
His name is Monkey D. Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy. Is this what you kids do in your free time?
I'm sure your son even knows.
I love you called them kids. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. All right. Well done. 3-0.
Fantastic.
You should be proud of yourself.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Let's not push my luck, though.
That's right.
We're going to end it there.
You want to go for 4?
No.
All right, Brittney. As I mentioned, this is a finance show, believe it or not. So I do believe you may have a finance question for me. So this is your chance to get back at me if you want to.
Oh, well, I do have a good one, a
Okay.
tricky one,
Okay.
and kind of a loaded one, too.
Okay, great.
So, what is best to invest in right now? Would it be stocks, bonds, or real estate?
Stocks, always stocks. What else you want to know? So I always hate this. Every answer for me is like, well, it depends,
Yeah.
right? So number one, it's your risk tolerance. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's be clear. It's your, if you're 20 years old and this person's 20 years old, they might have 2 complete different set of parameters for what they're in. Because, this person's like, oh yeah, I want to go 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
I don't care what it does. I'm investing for the long term, and I don't care if it goes up, down 20, 30, 40%. I know long term that
Yep.
I'm going to be in good shape.
Yep.
This person here, the market goes down 20%, 2022, right? Hyperinflation, right?
Yes.
And they can't sleep at night because their portfolio. So guess what? Just because they're this age and things, and they got this job and they make this amount of money, if they can't stomach it, then it's not appropriate,
Yep.
right? So, but my general response, and I say this all the time, I'm a little more aggressive than the average person. That doesn't mean my clients are. But if you can take the volatility, and it's appropriate from a time frame, a risk tolerance, and a liquidity standpoint, right? Then it's stocks.
All right.
Okay. Real estate, you can make money doing real estate. I don't disagree. It's probably a smart aleck comment. I just don't want to work that hard. I mean, honestly, I'd much rather sit at my desk and research stocks
Yes.
than go fix a hot water heater somewhere or something like that. So,
Yeah, that's very real. It is very hard no matter what you're doing, whether you're buying and holding, whether you're flipping, whether you have an investment portfolio or you're in real estate as a professional, very, very hard all around. And either Tim the Toolman Taylor or having the money to pay Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Right, yeah.
And post-COVID pricing is a lot of fun. But you hinted on something with your answer, and we talk about it all the time. We call it, what is your appetite for risk?
yeah, very good.
And depending on that answer will depend on how we advise you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting you talk about, what'd you say, buyers are liars or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting that, oh yeah, I'm good with risk. I got no problem with risk. Well, that's nice, but the market's been going up 15% a year for the last 5 years. You don't even know what risk is. And then the market goes down 20%. And then I'm getting phone calls, well, you think we should get out? Do you think we should get out? I'm like, no, actually, I think you should put more money in because we want to do some buying.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, it's, you have to go through a few market cycles to truly understand a person's appetite for risk.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Because, there's good volatility and there's bad volatility,
Yep.
right? If all they've seen is good volatility, then they don't have a real outlook on what.
They don't even know what it tastes like.
Thank you, 100%. So yeah, you're.
They haven't had all the flavors of blue raspberry.
That's right. I mean, and you're right. You're spot on. And that's the thing. I get a little antsy. Someone says to me, hey, my 25-year-old son or nephew or whatever is going into the business. And not saying a young person can't do the job, but they need to go through some things to understand what it really feels like to go through some of those things. I've been doing this job for almost 40 years.
Woo!
Yeah, started when I was 5. But seen some stuff since 1987 when I first got into business was Black Monday, Black Friday, the market dropped 23% in one day. Yeah.
No
Yeah, you
kidding.
weren't born yet. But it
I
was.
was
Okay.
shortly after Black Friday.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
I
well,
was the gift to the market.
Is that-
Here she comes.
That's exactly what I was sitting here thinking. No, you have that. You have 9/11. You have dot-com bubble. You have the pandemic. You have hyperinflation in 22. You got the international. I mean, there's all kinds of things. But guess what? In spite of all those bad things that have happened in the last 39, 40 years, whatever it is, that the stock market has still given you 10% per year on average. Now, there was a 70-year up and a down 50. The recession, the Great Recession, 2008, 2009. The market's dropped 55% in 15 months. Okay, you find out real quick what your appetite for risk is, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's a great question, and as with most finance questions, it depends.
Yep.
But,
Always.
That's a great question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
Yeah, enough.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sure.
Unless you want to start drinking some
No,
more.
I think I've had enough sugar for one day. But Brittney, once again, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time because I know you're busy. There's some work out there to be done, right? So thank you for that. Thank you for the insight. Really did enjoy your answers to a lot of the questions. They're good, and hopefully some people will watch this and their expectations are maybe a little more leveled. How's that say? Balanced, I think is the word you said.
Yes.
Balanced. So yeah. So thanks for being here. And like I said, we'll reach out again here, not in 5 years, but we'll see where we are in 5 years for sure. And we'll see what where God put you. How's that sound?
I love it. Thank you for having me.
No, our pleasure. Thanks.